Okay, welcome to the Zero Touch Partnering Catalyst. So just like to, thank you. Which button? This one? Yep, okay. Welcome Steve, Principal Architect from BT, Kevin Fuchs, Senior Director of Products from Sigma Systems, and Alex Tamad, Director of Product Management, Oracle. So to kick things off, I think we'll just briefly touch on some of the project context for this catalyst. So what's the challenge? So service providers are increasingly need to become marketplace platforms to maintain and grow revenues. And the problem that this catalyst is really trying to address is the integration costs and timeframes to establish these marketplaces typically kill the ability to actually deliver the marketplace in the first place. So what's our solution? So in the Zero Touch Partnering Catalyst, we've looked at using certain TM Forum APIs to really slash the partner onboarding timeframes and cost. And if you come and see our catalyst, you can see that we've taken it from months to something very, very immediate. So the catalyst here is made up of four different vendors. So we have Digit Systems with their Telflow platform, Sigma Systems with the Sigma platform, Synifer providing a SaaS platform, deep packet inspection, and metrics and monitoring, and Oracle providing a BT fiber access product. And so we've created this marketplace with three key TM Forum APIs. Product qualification to discover what your partners are going to offer you out of their catalogs. The product catalog API to pull back those definitions and store them in your own catalog. And a product ordering API to close the life cycle and begin to order those products directly from your partners. So we won't delve into this slide too much, but this is the marketplace that's really been created here by the vendors. And you can see some very, very different services provided by these platforms and how they're packaged and bundled and ordered very, very quickly. So perhaps we can begin to speak to some of the Catalyst participants here. So Steve, a question for you. So what challenges do you see the telcos facing, and what does partner onboarding currently look like at the coalface?
Well, so for OpenReach, it's actually quite a painful process. We've got a over decade-old SOAP XML stack, and we actually find it discourages people from becoming partners to trade electronically, and they revert to using the portal and manual processes. So what we're trying to do out of this is show to our customers and partners that you can do this much more easily, and we're looking to use the TM Forum to open APIs to replace that stack and kind of build the platform for the next 10 years. So we're looking to do that kind of digital transformation.
And so, Alex, from the vendors side, what challenges are the vendors facing in this space?
Well, in this case, we provided the full stack for the BT OpenReach service provider. So you can see it in the middle on the slide, where we were providing everything from comm, billing, service and network orchestration, which is the OSS layer. On top of that, we placed the TMF Open API interface, so that for BT OpenReach, they could have a published, well-known interface for any of the service providers they want to partner with to come in and order services from BT OpenReach. So making it very easy to integrate with them. So it directly addresses the issue that Steve had, where it was an older style interface, complex for a partner to pick up and integrate to. So we were able to make it that much easier for any CSP to come in and order services from BT OpenReach. Right. So from an external perspective, we found it to be a good way for a CSP to offer up their services and enable them to sell more, basically. But I also wanted to add a comment. It's not just this one use case where we think it's going to be valuable. Yes. What we've heard from other CSPs is that they'll be able to use these internally as well. It's not just for externals. It's for internal opcos. So some operators have multiple opcos in different countries. And they want to use an open API-based approach to make integration that much easier, so that one of their opcos operating in Italy would be able to easily order services from France.
And I think that's a good segue to Steve. So what barriers do you think zero touch partnering can really break? And
So hopefully the barriers are just reducing that cost of automation and speed up the adoption, because the challenge OpenReach has is that for our old stack, people have spent millions of pounds and over a decade building this thing already. So what we're really saying to them is, come and spend some more money and end up with the same functionality afterwards. So they're sort of scratching their heads thinking, what's my driver to do this? So we want to show that, okay, well, so we can't stay on this old platform forever, but if you do change, then your cost of adoption is going to be significantly better. We're looking to try and bring that adoption process down and make it much cheaper and much quicker. At the moment, if we release a change to our partners, that can take 9 months on a waterfall change, and then they have to integrate in their stack, and that can take another 9 months. So a feature release from us can then end up being 18 months to get in the hands of the customers, and that's just far too long in the kind of current market. That's just not acceptable.
Agreed. And so, Kevin, question for you down the end there. So, how do we really plug and play these partners?
Right. Well, sorry. Hello. Is this on? Right. So one of the biggest challenges we have as a catalog vendor is federating with other catalog vendors. And like Alex just mentioned, even if you're internal at one service provider, we'll have 9, 10 different catalogs at that service provider. It's a challenge. It's very lengthy to federate with those products and services from the other catalogs. So using the TMF open APIs, the 679, the 620. So 679 is a product qualification. For example, a catalog vendor like Digit is going to mark products and services that are available for Sigma. We federate with them. We get those products and services back. We then use the 620, which is the product catalog management API. We get the specifications back, and then as you go through the order capture process, the order management process, we then send a service activation TMF 622 API message back over to Oracle, is who we're sending it to in this Catalyst, so they can proceed with the service order management, technical order management aspect of the flow.
And so, in terms of digital innovation, what kinds of services can be delivered and exchanged through these APIs?
Right. So in this Catalyst, all products and services. In this one, we are partnering with providers like, for example, the last mile. So we have one partner, service provider, that facilitates the last mile. We have another one provides the loop of the access loop. And those are the types of services. So we'll bring the last mile into our catalog, and then we'll bundle that with our access technology, our cloud services, some hardware probes, and then we will provide those services and products as a bundled offer from the service provider in the Sigma stack down to the that service provider's customers.
Okay. And a question for you, Alex. How do you see zero-touch partnering helping digital innovators get to market?
Well, it's going to make it fantastically easy to publish the set of services that you've got and enable easy uptake by partner CSPs. There's two ways to look at this, right? The original Catalyst focus is on getting BT, OpenReach, last mile access, right? That's traditional telco, getting that available, and that's for the region that they control and have fiber connectivity to their customer base. And we made it easy with the TMF product order API. But for a digital innovator who has a set of services that they want to offer that could be partnered with anybody and everybody, that TMF Open API makes them immediately global and easy for any CSP to bundle in the services that they've got offering. So I think that's going to provide even more value to a digital service provider.
Great. And so just starting to wrap up a little bit, we've all been on the booth, driving the Catalyst, talking to lots of different people. Just an open question to the team. What do you think the next steps are for zero touch partnering?
So I think that it's going then beyond ordering. OpenReach has more complicated requirements around things. So how do I then deliver the updates, that kind of stuff? So it's more around the kind of post ordering and the communication, I think, in keeping customers informed, because that's a large part of us of our problems, is making sure that people are kept updated. So I think that kind of post-ordering and other.
So are you talking about assurance or?
Well, no. During the fulfillment. So at the moment,
Okay.
so I've placed my order. Well, okay. Well, what happens next? But some of the OpenReach products, they can take 12 months to deliver if it's a large backhaul circuit. So how do we add that kind of stuff into the marketplace? I can buy something, but then how do you keep me up to date? And obviously then after assurance as well, though that does become into it as well.
What are your thoughts, Alex?
The number one feedback that I heard was around the business aspects of things, so settlement, right? So we figured out the technical aspects of being able to order the product, being able to discover and qualify and order the product, but how do you get paid for it, right? How do you enable the partner settlement amongst this in this ecosystem? I think it's going to be important.
Okay. Kevin, looks like you're going to have the last word. What are your thoughts?
Great. So Alex stole my answer, but no. So in addition to that, we're looking to evolve the APIs a little bit. So as far as what we're getting back in the specifications, so we can align the models a little better. And the next steps might be SLAs, costs, pricing. At the moment, we're getting a lot of characteristics and values, but in order to truly get the zero-touch partnership, we need the entire ball of wax, basically, in order to just resell what's available from our partners.
Thank you. So do we have some time for Q&A at all? If any questions from the audience? In that case, I think we'll...
What was the most requested or suggested additional feature to Zero Touch out of all the people that have seen the Catalyst?
I think it was the partner settlements. We heard that a lot. Like, this is a great technical proof of concept, but now we're talking about multiple partners, not just one or two, but maybe 9 or 10. And there are a lot of mouths to feed. Where's the revenue going? I think that would be one of the next logical steps.
Okay.
So given that feedback directly from potential users, are you going to do a phase 2 of this Catalyst?
Phase 3.
Oh, sorry, phase 3. Yes, you changed name. Yes. Phase 3.
Do I want to answer this one, Drew? I would like to do a phase 3. I've enjoyed my time with these guys. I think it's really good to show how competitive vendors can get along and work together and help out the service providers who are all providing our services too. So yeah, I'd like to see a phase 3.
I would definitely like to see a phase 3. I mean, we've had a lot of benefit out of the interaction and getting everything working. Having the TMF open APIs has proved to be of value. So, we feel really comfortable with it. We had our first integration taking a couple of weeks to make it happen. The second one took a couple of days. So it really showed the value of doing it. I'd like to see us take it a step further. Settlement, of course, is the area that I'm thinking.
Certainly from our point of view, we're just beginning this transformation, so we've not even actually launched this to our customers yet. So for us, it was really a useful feedback on we're actually doing things properly. So that was the first product catalog I've actually created, an offering. So it was good to see it actually up and running. So I think for us, it's a really helpful learning exercise for us to launch this to our customers.
Okay, if there's no other questions, I think we'll wrap up the session. Thank you, everyone.